Exactly.
It's not.
I agree.
We talk about it all the time. College coaches get to coach for 3 months out of the year. It's not the best way to become a great coach. I mean, I'm pretty confident. I bet Anthony didn't learn his way coaching in college. He probably had a good idea what he was doing before he started coaching. It's such a you spend so little time actually on the field. So I don't.
Well, look at Watco too. And here's where we're different. We're different because the end game for every American female player, top 1%, you're fighting it out for the national team. The other top 10 or 15%, the end game is college. The end game is college. Maybe go play the NWSL for a couple of years, whatever. Our end game is we're trying to. She wants to be the best player in the world, and I'm not talking about being the best player in the world at 25. I want to be the best player in the world at 17 or 18. And like you said, I just can't imagine that going through the college system is the way to do that. So if it's not, then what are we doing? How do we get to where we're trying to get? You know what I mean?
I think the thing about it is, so like we kind of spoke of, I know you're asking them, but I think you do it with the brand more than the protein, than the team themselves. I think the dollar signs, the whole piece comes from the brand. And I think the playing and the stuff you do, then that relieves any sort of pressure anyway associated with that. And you can propel to whatever level based on the support you get for becoming, it's not just that she's trying to do this, another player. It's really unique for the women's game. So the whole story of this, and that's why I was so adamant about trying to make sure Leo came, whatever we can do, because this is groundbreaking stuff happening. So I think because of that, this is one of the first times, and maybe the only time in women's soccer, just because everything kind of came together. Like when Mia and Christy and Lily and these players were 15 and on the full national team and winning world championships.
Different world, man.
Nobody cared because there was nothing brand-wide, worldwide. Now these women can become global, icons, So the money is there with the brands. The training and everything else, you can get that with or without them. So the way to be a pro, the way that the boys are, is to go with the brand and then be a pro. So,
but how do we get, for instance, I kind of had this conversation with both Jill and Spencer, right? They're the two agents. So Jill is Serena's agent. Spencer is the guy who's kind of set all this stuff up.
Yeah.
And my conversation with both of them has been, can we almost reverse engineer it, right? Instead of just going through the system and everybody saying, slow down, slow down, slow down. And then eventually her getting to where she's going to get at 22.
Yeah.
And Nike saying, oh, well, you're a national team player and you're really good. We'll give you money. Just the same way Tobin Heath or Alex Morgan or whatever. I do wonder if there's a way to do it backwards. To get somebody to buy into this super early and say, because it's not about money for us, but a brand would force pro clubs to pay attention. It would force the national team to consider being more aggressive about the way they move her up through age groups. All that stuff, right? But I don't, unless Jill has got these contacts we can't even believe. But you think she's gonna go talk Nike into signing her for money at 13 or 14? I mean, if that could happen, then I guess that could change a lot. But,
Remember Freddie Adu?
Yeah.
He signed when he was 14, 15? He signed $1 million deal with Nike.
With Nike?
I know it's a boy, but
Yeah.
well, if anybody could do it, Casey, it would be Jill. I think just not knowing everybody because Serena Williams is potentially one of the most iconic female athletes of all time. He has this kind of clout that can pull that together,
Because if Nike
have the best deal at the best situation.
Because again, it's not even money, but if Nike got involved and said, okay, we see this thing happening, we want in, I just feel like every other door would open so much more quickly. Because if Nike's in, then any of these pro clubs are going to be there's interest.